I didn't call to talk about the war, but it's hard not to mention um,
Mm.
human level tragedy as you described it.
Mm.
Uh, but I really came with a specific observation,
Mm.
which is that it appears that the question or the seeking stopped here for a dissolution of the me or to attain anything. Um, and it seems that there's a felt sense that there's nothing to gain and no one for whom there could be any gain. Um, and that at the same time, there's still everything arises as it had. So same wheel of like emotions of comfort or relative discomfort will arise day by day. And everything is just same, except for there isn't this expectation that I should elevate how I am or that the process is a process or that anything could be altered. And I just find it, well, I don't know. I guess I'll just stop there. There's just uh, a dissolution of the question, but everything remains as it was. And
And what was your purpose, like, of phoning in? What is it you want?
um,
Confirmation, or
no,
just to express it?
I guess just a curiosity, like non-duality live. I still love to phone in and just kind of be with that energy. And for a while there was a question as to why I do that, but at this point
Oh
it's
yeah,
just
no,
happened.
that's okay. But like, but with that description, like, what is it that the human wants on the human level, not from the non-dual perspective, but on the human level? Like, what is it you want right now from me?
I
That's
guess
not a
yeah,
confrontation or me being negative towards you. It's just to try to unveil something deeper and to expand even more together.
no, I hear that. I appreciate it. And what comes out is that I've I've noticed that I started to share this message or non-message, and there's been a variety of responses, and some of them have been positive, and some of them have been quite antagonistic, and that doesn't bother me per se, but it's just I guess on the human level there's this expectation that uh, I would be accepted if the message is a non-message and there is nothing there. But
Mm.
there is a variety of responses, including anger. So
Mm.
yeah.
And so, and what is it that, and so there is, so in saying that, so what is it again that you would like from me now? Like, for me to comment on that, or for me to like give
I guess
my
it
perspective on that, or what I think on that?
as I guess if you look back on how things kind of progressed for you, the person, was there a space of like expanding clarity with the message, and then how did people respond to you, and did it matter? Did you find
I think so. So it's not. I'm not asking you what the question is. Like, what I'm asking you is, what is it like? So in your body, what is it that you want right now?
um I think I feel that I truly want to recede into a nothing, and I notice that there's still a sense of a something, and I want like this dam to break or something like that.
Yeah. Where do you feel that?
Well, it's I suppose there's a subtle sense in my chest.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, it's just like a little electricity hovering
Mm.
there. It's light. It's not overwhelming,
Yeah.
but it's
Mm.
awaiting. There's still a slight sense of awaiting.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, so that's what's happening. So there is this like no selfness, this freedom, this expansion which you feel, which you express that you're like has become more so. So there is that, the freedom, this emptiness that's all around, that's in all things, this no thingness that's experiencing, this empty looking, whatever we call it. And then in that, there is this body appearing, and the body has all types of sensations. And then in the heart, there is a slight yearning to go in even deeper to that, or to break into that. And maybe there's a sense of like, not victim, but a sense of like not having got something, like a sadness that has not got something. I don't know. I'm just saying that there's this feeling that happens, this energy that's happening in the chest. And that's totally okay to have that. So the mind tells the story, there's still somewhere I want to go, or there's something more I want to get, and that's totally okay too. And the whole time that's happening, there is this expansiveness. And then there's a story running, so there's this stillness, and then there's a story and a feeling running. And it's holding that, and it will break, and it will happen when it happens. And in a way, you could say it's happening instantaneously. And just that honesty and that vulnerability when you got to what it is you want is so beautiful. That's how these human instruments operate, is what is it I want now? I'm not even sure if there is a true want, that you want the end of you, or you want to arrive at non-duality. There might even be something deeper in that. Like you might want like unconditioned love, which goes back to childhood on the human level. And then there is this unconditioned love. And it's okay to have both these things playing simultaneously. This expansiveness, and then this part that wants something, that's seeking for something. And this idea of ending, it comes, it goes. This idea of getting, of arriving, comes and goes. You have it, you lose it. On the human level, all your job is to be really vulnerable to your wants and your needs in this moment, not seeking, but to your true, authentic wants. That's the job on the human level. That will make you become more balanced. That will make your life easier, is to get in touch with that. So you could say, like in Course of Miracles, they say like spirit speaking through. And it's not, I don't really associate with spirit speaking through, but it's like this flow of life, this flow of expansiveness coming through. And then at the same time knowing this hugeness of yourself, this endlessness of yourself, this infinite nature that's non-dual.
Right. Why? Thank you, Lisa. When you put it that way, there's this sense, like there's the experience of personal love, and I am very much in love at this time in my life, and that feeling is so powerful. And when there's a physical distance between me and this person, there does arise like a missing of them, or throughout
Yeah.
the day, there's comfort and satisfaction, and then there's a sense of like something is not here that I desire. And at this point, I don't buy into it so much. I don't think like, oh, I have to do something right now, but that feeling still arises. And
You can do cool things with those feelings. So when you feel this love of something that's outside, you can turn it in on yourself. So you can, so it's like this person that you're so in love with, which is really beautiful. And then there is this wanting for that person. And when that seeking is beginning to collapse, that you can own that wanting so much that it's like absolute love. Like that wanting, that desire turns into expansion on the human level.
right. Yeah, it's interesting because you keep asking me what do I really want, and I think I pulled the wool over my own eyes. Like I don't feel this strong want, but when I really look, I want to be bathed in a feeling of love all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is what all humans want. The unconditioned love. It's your essence, but also on the human level, it's it does play out, like in the sense that you can feel more or less loved by somebody, and then the mind can get confused, and then there can also be the injury in childhood where there wasn't this unconditional love, so there is this trauma around it as well. It's so fascinating, all of that.
Oh yeah.
And so it's like seeing on the human level, okay, so what I want is to always be bathed in unconditioned love, and just really letting that be present and seeing that. I want unconditioned love, like really accepting that, like embracing that and holding that, and not demonizing it or saying it's bad. Like, I want total unconditioned love.
Mm.
You can
Yeah.
explore it as well, when you didn't get it, and when it becomes painful, like you can explore the painful side of it.
Right. In a sense, what I take away from that is by allowing that to happen, I'm exposing it all to
Mm,
be seen as a form of love.
mm,
Um, yeah, I think that I understand why you talk about trauma so much, but it's especially it feels perceptive in my case because my early childhood, I was adopted, and prior to that, there was like a lot of chaos in the home.
mm,
Was very young, so there was this fundamental sense of disconnection from my caretakers
mm,
that I've been working on in therapy for many, many years. And so I think that that anxiety still arises in me, this sense of like, oh, I need a rescuer.
mm,
But these
mm,
days, I don't want to say I'm trying to, but it seems that I allow that feeling to exist in my body for a longer period of time. And rather than it being replaced with relief, it just exists there as pain
mm,
until it changes to something else. But I
mm,
just am trying to convey that I'm really not experiencing bliss or relief. It's just a lot of sameness, but there's less. I'm not punishing myself for it, I guess, so much.
mm, mm.
And
Yeah,
that's
totally. That's beautiful. And then at the same time, there's another part of you that's waking up to something else. So that which is beyond the trauma, that which is beyond the one that wants the unconditional love. There is that love which is embracing everything all the time, in good and bad, in pain and pleasure.
right. Yes, it's interesting because there's no embracing or not embracing happening. It's just there's already the embrace present
Mm, mm,
prior,
mm.
like
Totally, yeah. Yeah,
because everything just is.
yeah,
It is what it is, what it is, and that is like the unconditional love of just it being what it is. That's you know, um,
yeah.
I feel that, and at the same time, it's like we're allowed to have human anguish and wants, and
Mm, totally,
yeah.
totally. Yeah.
Um, yeah, Lisa, you're such a great presence on YouTube, and I'm so grateful that I could talk to you for
Oh,
just a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. Thanks for your openness and honesty and really sharing yourself. I really appreciate that
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
thanks for the encouragement. I appreciate it.
Nice. Thanks, Eric. Bye.
All right, take care. Bye.